athlete and a great goaltender. Anybody around the area just kind of knows AJ's name, and when they come and watch him, they get wowed a lot of the time. When they come and see him, he's a name.
The community's been so great to me and the hockey team. I mean, just walking around the city and hearing people that you've never seen or met before talk about how good of a season you've done, or how good of a game last night was, or you see new faces around the rink, saying that they're alumni, and it's just great to see all that happening again, because you see it a lot in towns like Grand Rapids and Hermantown and stuff, and it's cool to see that coming to Proctor too.
What does it mean to you to be the Duluth News Tribune All-Area Boys Hockey Player of the Year for 2024?
Super cool. I mean, it's a huge honor, and I'm super excited to be receiving this award. And I mean, there's so many people that have helped me get to where I am. It's a lot on the team, and I mean, I wouldn't be here without anybody on the team, and just had to say that to get it in there, because I think it's super important that they get their recognition as well, because it wasn't just all me. I mean, the defenseman out there blocking. I mean, the whole team is blocking shots, and every night coming to work.
I mean, honestly, it couldn't happen to a better kid. I mean, he deserves any accolades, any awards he gets. I don't think there's anybody that could say a bad word about the kid. The guys love him around here. Any team he plays on, the coaches and kids love him. His teachers, classmates. I mean, he's just a great kid, and great season. Looking at the beginning of the season, we were kind of lost a little bit because we didn't expect the injury. So he had a meniscus surgery. But, it made guys step up. We had to play a different style of hockey the first 6-7 games of the year, and it was a great opportunity for Braden McLean, our junior goalie, to get a lot of time against some quality teams. And, AJ worked as hard as anybody I've ever seen to get back as fast as he could for his teammates, and that's probably what we were most proud of him for, is just how much he loves those guys and wanted to get back and play with them. And it was great to see him when he finally did get back in the net.
We won our holiday tournament back home. That was pretty special because, it meant a lot to me and the program, and to bring the Bill McGann trophy home and to do it with all my buddies. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It wasn't easy, and it was right when I was coming back from my injury. So it was a good refresher to know that, I mean, everything was kind of getting back to normal.
Bringing the Billy McGann Cup back home, because it's been kind of a round robin, and we could have won it a couple years, but depending on who you play, you might not have the goals or goals against in it. So we haven't got it till this year, and they were pretty pumped to get it. We played 3 great teams. I mean, Brookfield was in the championship game of big schools in Wisconsin. Northern Lakes had a great year, and Southwest Christian Academy was another top-notch team. And for them to beat 3 ranked teams and win that cup, it was one of their highlights of the year for sure.
How did AJ Reyelts become a goaltender?
It started before I even laced up the skates and got on the ice, just playing knee hockey with all my friends and my brothers. I mean, I was always just stuck in the net, and I thought it was fun. I thought it's cool to have that much of an important role. Just like everyone else, I started playing hockey, skating out as a skater. And then by late May too, I was like, yeah, I mean, when you rotate and everyone's playing goalie once a game, I mean, some people like it and some people don't. And I just ended up really liking it, so I stuck with it. And yeah, I mean, it's been fun ever since.
And all the way going up, that's what he wanted to be, and he wanted to be the best one around. And all the work he put in is what got him to where he's at now.
I like to think of myself as just kind of like a calm, try to control the play goalie. I mean, I'm not like Marc-Andre Fleury, diving poke checks and sliding stack the pad saves. I just try to stay calm and collected and just controlling the game. And some people might think it's boring, but I think it's just the most effective way to play. So that's kind of what I think. But yeah, I grew up liking Martin Brodeur. He's been my favorite goalie of all time. He's from the New Jersey Devils. He's my role model.
This last 6 weeks, from the time you wrapped up your prep career to now, has not been dull. Take us through what life has been like in the last month and a half for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. For the first time living away from home, I was up in Kenai River, Alaska, which is an experience. And then for the last week, I've been down here in Waterloo, Iowa, and it's a whole different scene down here. This is my first time actually being on a junior team and living away from home and getting games. And
play Division I hockey, that was always a goal of his, and you'd never doubt a kid that puts in all that work and has the ability.
They just said that they've been watching me for a while, and they wanted to get me down there for a visit. It felt like a place where I could see myself.
Obviously, he's going to be a top-notch teammate and one of the hardest workers down there, and he'll lead by example.
They're kind of starting up the new program, and yeah, I mean, it just kind of reminds me of being back home.
Obviously, he's a really good goalie, and when he does get a chance down there, I think that he'll start turning some heads in the college level too, where people will be like, hey, where's this kid come from? And they'll probably take a look in Proctor, Minnesota. Where's Proctor, Minnesota? But, you know, I think he just needs an opportunity at that level, and he'll do the same thing he does at the high school level and at the junior level.
The plan before was to play a full year of juniors and then to go in the next year. So it's kind of what I hope to bring to Lindenwood.
As a coaching staff and a program, we couldn't be more proud of them. You get to know these kids and they feel like they're one of your own kids. And AJ definitely feels like just an extension of my family and almost like one of my kids that I have at home. Just a great kid to be around, and we're obviously going to miss him and his group of seniors that are heading out. Anytime we have a player that gets accolades in our program, it's a big deal being a smaller program, and you know, we're always competing against the bigger programs around here and trying to get our name recognized around the state, and that's started to happen. And it really, the last couple of groups and the work they put in, it's been the kids that they put all the work in on and off the ice, and you know, for them to get recognized for all the hard work they do put in, it's great for the community and the school. AJ talks about it all the time, but you know, you walk around town, you go stop at the gas station and people, hey, we're at the game, you guys are having a great season, and these kids feel good about it. And obviously being the coach of the program for 4 years, I'm very proud of everything they've done, and it feels good to go around and people recognize the Proctor Reyelts for a hockey program again.
Super cool to get all this recognition and see, you know, some of the hard work that I put in pay off a little bit. And I think it's super special to be named this award, and I think it's just super cool to get this recognition. And you know, I thank all my coaches that have helped me and my teammates and you guys for giving me this award. I mean, I think it's super cool.